G'day Marvel Future Fight gamers, VaderG here, welcome back to the channel. Got a video today about, well, we're going to talk about the Mandalay Gem fuckery. That's what I'm going to call it, Mandalay Gem fuckery by Netmarble. Yep, we'll get to that in a minute. We've also got crystal vouchers to give away. 20 crystal vouchers worth 300 crystals each to go into the draw to win those crystal vouchers. All you have to do is comment on this video in the comment section below. Enter either your line ID or your email address. So either one of those things and just any comment. That's how you enter. Alright, so I'll give you a little bit of a reminder about that at the end of the video as well. Okay, so what happened? So today, having a pretty good day, actually got my potential awakened on Mystique, which is very cool. So I've already paid 2,500 crystals, right, for Mystique being a paywall. I was kind of happy to do that because she's a character I've been waiting for a long time in the game to come along. And I tested her in the test server, and she is really, really OP. And so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna awaken her. I'm gonna awaken her potential. I'm gonna get her up to level 70. After already paying 2,500 crystals, after already blowing a mega tier 2 ticket, so I'm just keeping all this stuff into perspective, right? For a really, really, a really, you know, a very, very interesting character in the Marvel Universe, very, very interesting character in the X-Men, and someone that we've all been waiting for what, 18 months, 2 years maybe? So yeah, anyway, so all that happened. Got her up to level 70 like a total dickhead that I am, right? So I just leveled her up to level 70 because why not, right? She's Mystique. At some stage I'm going to use her in Alliance battle, I hope. But, and I'd been hearing a little bit of stuff about the Mandalay gems and that sort of thing, but kind of been, you know, we never really got to see that in the test server environment, right? All the characters were already awakened. There was no way of actually having a look at any of that stuff, and I really apologize to anyone who watched my video of Mystique and said, oh yeah, I've got to get her, spent your money only to be now faced with exactly the same position that I am, where when I go to awaken her potential, I'm stuck with this extremely rude, sour-tasting, frickin' bullshit, where we've got this bullshit Mandalay gem or Mandalay crystal, whatever the hell it's called. What are we calling it? Mandalay gem fragment. Where we've only been able to accrue 200, right? So I've got everything else. I'm happy to spend the CCF. I'm happy to spend the awakening crystals, but we can't do anything, right? We can't actually do anything until we get 1,000 of these pieces of red shit. And because Netmarble didn't tell us anything about this, right? You know how much CCF, no, how much CCF we got, how many Titans component packs, how much dimension dust. You know, so let's just quickly do a backflip, right? Let's have a look and see what we paid for Dr. Octopus for his awakening skill. So I'll pull it up on screen here. That's right, we paid 300 dimension dust, which was easily grindable, right? 150 Titans components pack. Okay, that was, you know, not easily grindable, but definitely grindable. 240 cosmic cube fragments, so that cost has remained the same, and 350 awakening crystals, which obviously we had to grind through World Boss Ultimate as well. Grindable materials. At this point in time, if we flick back to Mystique here, to grind these 1,000 awakened crystals is going to potentially take a month. Okay. In the meantime, while you're grinding this sort of stuff, the game's still going on. It's not like the game stops. In another month's time, there could be a new speed villain meta. You know, so in 4 weeks, let's just say in 4 weeks' time, you awaken, you get her awakening skill done. Netmarble will change the meta within a week of you guys and me awakening her 6th skill. That's a real possible scenario. So I don't really know what to say about this. They need, you know, Netmarble developers, Netmarble in general, whoever's watching this video from Netmarble, Marvel Future Fight, Star Agent Major, whoever it is, I don't really know. You're all part of the same team, right? You all talk to each other. You guys need to get together and cut the bullshit on this stuff, right? At this point in time, I've spent a bunch of real dollars, real resources on a character which I cannot achieve their maximum output for potentially another month. What the fuck? Why, in God's name, would I? Why would anyone? And I hope as many people watch this video as possible, right? Because I don't want anyone to bloody buy Mystique. I want to send Netmarble a message. Don't buy her. Don't spend the 2,500 crystals like I did. Don't use your Mega Tier 2 ticket on her. Because you can't even fricking get her to maximum potential anyway. You can't get the character in its best form unless you pay a fucking obscene amount of money. So let's just have a look at what I would take, right? So, okay, go back there. I think I had 200 Mandalay gem fragments. I need 800 more. If I was to buy 800 more Mandalay gem fragments, they're not in special deals, which is good because they're definitely not freaking special. Where is it? Character growth? Yep, here we go. Okay, so 80 bucks. 80 bucks gets me 500 gems. So I can spend 80 bucks and I can still not even be there, right? So 500 gems, that takes me up to 700. If I get one of these, well, fuck me, I'm still not even there. So if I buy this pack for $47 and this pack for $80 and the shit that I've actually got in inventory already, I still can't even frickin' awaken that skill. I mean, what the fuck? This is so much worse than any update that I can actually remember. I'm really sad that this wasn't brought to our attention as Star Agents in the test server, because I can sure as hell tell you, I wouldn't be recommending Mystique. I wouldn't have even frickin' reviewed her, besides say, don't fucking bother. She's too expensive. Because this is insane. Okay, so what are we looking at? So 100, $127, is that right? $127, and I'm still not able to awaken that character. Who in their right mind is going to do that? It has to be people like, okay, besides the top 10 ABX guys in the world, right? So if you're one of the top 10, whoever you guys are at this point in time, I can understand you're vying for, number one position in the world, right? So Marine Ford guys, Marine Ford Sonny's been around for a long time, was back in Apple. This guy, never heard of him, but it looks like he's powering on pretty good. This Hustle fella, LD Allfather from Awesome Mix, there'll be a couple of guys from Odyssey in here. They're powering along pretty well as well. So maybe if you're one of those top 10 guys, maybe you might want to do it, right? Because you're trying to get number one in the world, and at all costs, you're going to try and actually get that number one in the world. I understand that, and for that very, very niche number of people, I can understand that. But who else? Who else is actually going to buy this shit? And I'm hoping that the answer is no one. I'm hoping no one buys it, because it is obscene. It is so freaking detached from reality, it's not funny. We've got a worldwide virus going on. Okay, I don't want to mix the issues, right? We've got a worldwide issue going on, and the stupid pricks who program this game want to take fucking $127 to awaken one skill which very well could be obsolete within 3 to 4 weeks of this actual, of this purchase. Who would do that? Someone with more money than sense. That's right, more money than sense. And that, whoever's watching this from Marvel Future Fight, you guys need to pull your finger out of your asses, really get your shit together, and come up with a better alternative, right? Okay, moving forward, let's just say there was no characters to achieve potential on until the next update, right? So in 3 or 4 weeks' time, we know that the Mandalay gems are coming in. We've got a chance to grind those Mandalay gems. We've got some time to prepare and actually, power through the squad battle, and be able to accrue some of this material. But as it stands at this point in time, we're all starting flat-footed. There's a character out that requires this material, right? She's a pretty key character as well in regards to Alliance Battle Extreme, which of course Netmarble are banking on. Guys caving in and actually purchasing this shit. Don't do it, guys. I'm telling you, don't do it. But what would have been the problem with Netmarble actually saying for this update, guys, for the next update, we've introduced a new material. Moving forward from the next update, we're going to introduce Mandalay gem fragments. You guys are going to have to grind them. They're going to take they're going to take over in regards to awakening skills and reaching the potential of awakening skills. Until then, you can keep on using Dimension Dust, Titan Component Packs, CCF, and Awakening Crystals, right? Stuff that you've been able to grind and accrue. You can use it for this particular character, but guess what? Moving forward, start grinding this stuff, right? Because we're going to start introducing some units that are going to need this material. Is that too much common sense to ask for? Is that too much? I don't know. Is that too much? Is that showing too much bloody? I don't even know what to call it. I'm pretty pissed off about it. Too much respect to your players to be able to do that. Because at the moment, Netmarble, you're showing zero respect to your players by bringing in this paywall bullshit, which I know people are going to buy. I know there's certain types of people that are going to buy it, and all they're doing is reinforcing that this behavior from Netmarble is okay, and that we as a player base accept it. So when Netmarble go through their sales, yeah, we made X amount from bloody bio subs, we made X amount from this, we made X amount from normal crystal purchases. Oh shit, we made this amount from Mandalay gem fragments. Shit, I mean, we're looking pretty good here. Great idea, Joe. Great idea, Joe. Not a bad idea. I know you've copped a bit of flack over it on the forums, but Joe, you've done a fucking top-notch job because you've generated this amount of income for us. And guess what, Joe? We're going to put you in charge of all our development of income streams and ways to promote characters in the future. Great job, Joe. You got a promotion. And this is the sort of shit that will happen if players buy these packs. So I know I reach out to a lot of top-level, high VIP players in my videos, guys who are looking at the cutting edge of characters, trying to rank them up as soon as possible. Don't fucking fall for it, guys. Don't buy this shit. Please, I'm begging you, do not buy the Mandalay bullshit gem fragments. Don't do it. Just don't frickin' do it. Alright, so there you go. That's my rant. Over and done with. I have to admit, like, I feel guilty. I feel like a real dick for promoting her through through the pre-build videos. I feel like I've nearly been misled here by Netmarble from doing that. So I apologize, and I'm going to apologize, not for Netmarble's actions. No one can apologize for that shit. I mean, what they're doing here is like what people are doing around the world, selling toilet paper for freaking $20 a roll, or hand sanitizer for $100 for 50 mil. This is the sort of shit that's happening here. It's preying on people. It's garbage. Anyway, but for those people who went for Mystique, didn't realize that they couldn't awaken the potential of a 6 skill, due to my review of the test build, I really apologize to you guys. I had no idea. It was totally an innocent mistake, and I would never have promoted such rubbish in my life. Okay, there's enough of that. Alright, what else is happening in the world of Marvel Future Fight? Well, something that is kind of annoying me a little bit, I have to admit, is the fact that there's only a couple of characters in the Alliance battle rotation, so this one and this one, who can actually cancel the Beast Roar, right? So the Beast Roars, it gets its increased defense buff, and there's 2 characters at the moment that can actually cancel that Roar, on purpose, that is. So one's Cable with his 2 skills, so where there's a silence in the skill, you can theoretically, well, not theoretically, you can actually cancel the Roar, and actually with Cable it's quite easy. Captain Marvel, a little bit more difficult, but on her 1 skill, you can cancel the Roar. It actually has a hidden silence mechanic in it. So I want to, actually, if Marvel Future Fight, if your developers haven't stopped watching by now due to being, given a bit of a spray about, being decent human beings, then you guys need to have a think about this as well. Unless you want us using Captain Marvel and Cable forevermore, you really need to have a look at this and really, this Beast Roar cancelling mechanic, I'm sure it's a bug. Just fix it. Just fix it already. Because otherwise you're going to keep on bringing out new characters and they're not going to be able to compete with the existing 2 characters that are flawed with this bug. Save us hours of reruns, please. Save us the RNG. People with slow devices, they just won't be able to do it. It's hardly fair. So I don't know. I'd like to see the Alliance Battle Roar cancelling gone, or if not gone, give every freaking character the ability to cancel a raw somehow. Give every character in the game a skill that may have a hidden or a declared silence on it. But you can't just keep on doing this sort of stuff with bugs in two characters and keep on rolling on as if everything is normal. That's bullshit as well. So, a couple of things here, guys, that kind of start off my day pretty cool, getting the awaken through World Boss Ultimate, but I don't know. The more I've thought about it, the more it's really just shitted me off. And really, this is the last couple of days, the first chance I've had to actually sort of think about this stuff. And I've seen a couple of people buy the packs, and I'm just going far out. What the fuck are you thinking? Seriously, don't do it. Anyway, enough of that. How to enter the draw to win, potentially 300 crystals. So what we'll do is we'll actually draw the email address or line ID through the comment picker, through a web-based comment picker, the same as what I've done over previous months. I missed out last month. I didn't receive any vouchers. But all you have to do, comment, subscribe, obviously subscribe and like, that's good. Comment and with your email address, with your line ID, either one of the two, just below in the comments, and you can go into the draw to win some free crystals, which is pretty cool right now. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of Mystique with her paywall in every freaking aspect and her paywall skill. What do you guys think of that? I'm interested to know. I'm interested to know what you guys think of Mystique and her bullshit and these stupid Mandalay gems and the ridiculous drop rate and the stupid grind. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Remember to add your line ID or email address. Thank you. See ya.